I, 31 male, and my then girlfriend, 33 female. Let's call her Maya, 29. We met at my friend Dan's game night. She was outgoing and funny. I was quiet. After everyone left, we cleaned up together and talked. We started dating the next week. Maya has a 7-year-old daughter, Mila. Mila splits time with her dad, Ravi. They are civil. Maya's family is close. They accepted me. I consider myself a good catch. I earn well. I'd one day have my own place when my grandparents pass, and I'm responsible. My mom died 2 years ago. I told her I would take life seriously and not waste it. That promise sits in the back of my mind. In the beginning, things were simple. We had small habits that made life easier. We watched the same shows. We argued about who stole the good blanket. I told her I slept better when she was in the room. She said she would be there. For a while, nights were calm. In February, I hit a bad patch with a lot of stress at work. I was very tired and slept more than usual. Maya started leaving the bedroom after I fell asleep. She said she was going to the living room to play video games to relax. That sounded fine at first. What bothered me was how upbeat her goodnight kiss became, like she was in a rush for me to be out. One night I asked her to stay because I sleep better when she is next to me. She agreed right away. She lay very still and kept listening to my breathing. When it evened out, she relaxed. She didn't get up, but I could tell she was waiting for me to be fully asleep. That raised my suspicion. I started paying attention. I snooped in her phone a few times and found these. Her notifications were wiped in the morning. Silence unknown callers was on. The console headset felt warm at 6 a.m., like it had been working the whole night. There was a new lock pattern on her phone after a couple of days. None of these things prove anything alone, but they were enough to tell me something was cooking. I wrote things down. I noted door sounds and times. Dan stopped by to return a drill. He heard a ping from the couch, reached under a cushion, and pulled out an AirTag. It wasn't mine. We checked it. The owner was Ethan Cole. That name matched one of Maya's late-night Discord friends. I sealed the tag in a bag and kept it. Our neighbor, Mrs. Klein, 68, told me in the hallway that a tattooed punk left at sunrise and should learn how to close the door quietly. She said there were long hugs by the elevator on an earlier day. I thanked her and knew shit was about to hit the fan. 2 days later, I got an Instagram message from Alina, 32. She said he was dating Ethan and had found messages. She sent screenshots. They showed Discord DMs, late-night calls, a selfie at 1:42 a.m. in our living room with Maya wearing the headset. There was a line about quiet boy finally asleep. I finally put everything together. I put my phone on the kitchen table and asked Maya to read. She went quiet. "It's not love," she said. "It was stupid. Just lust." "How long?" I asked. "A month. Maybe a bit more. I think I have a sex addiction. I don't know why I do this." "You waited for me to sleep," I said. She stared at the table. "I know." "We're done," I said. "We can fix this. We can do couples counseling," she said. "I'm not trying to fix this," I said. "From now on, we are done. Text or email. No calls." "Do you still love me?" she asked. I didn't answer. That would lead to another argument. I slept on Dan's couch for 2 nights. I changed all my passwords, set bank alerts, canceled subscriptions in my name. I emailed a lawyer to ask how to end the lease cleanly. When I went back, I moved into the spare room. Maya switched between quiet and pleading. On quiet days, she stayed in bed. On pleading days, she offered passwords, her phone, calendars, therapy, anything. I told her I wasn't doing reconciliation, and I wasn't monitoring her behavior. I was leaving, I was breaking lease, and had found a place. Maya kept switching modes. Some days she said the affair happened because she felt invisible while I slept. Some days she apologized and promised full access and therapy. She also reminded me that her family liked me, and that even Ravi said I was steady for Mila. It did not change my decision. At 6 weeks, I sent 2 short emails, one to Maya's dad, Arun. "We are ending the relationship die to her unfaithfulness. I won't discuss details. Please ask the gruesome details from her." One to Ravi, same note, plus a line about keeping Mila's routine stable and letting me know if my name is on any forms. As moving day got closer, Maya tried to lean on history. She brought out a postcard I sent from a work trip, my old blue t-shirt she slept in, and a few instant photos. She said it was only a month and not love. I said the length doesn't change what it was. It happened while I was sleeping in the next room. That is not something I can live with. Maya's sister, Priya, invited me to family dinner for Mila's sake. I said no and copied Ravi, asking that Mila not be used to pull me back in. That ended it. On moving day, Maya gave me a manila envelope with a letter. It apologized for lying more than for cheating. At the door, she asked if there was any chance later. I said no. She asked ever. I said no. I moved into a small apartment. It is quiet here. I woke up a few times the first week because my body was used to listening for doors. Nothing happened. I slept again. I went back to my running schedule. Work felt normal again. My boss pushed a hot fix and told me to log off by 7 unless there was an emergency. It helped to have a normal clock. She kept messaging. Every third message tried to pull me into a personal talk. She said she started therapy. She said she didn't contact Ethan again. She asked to meet at a park bench. I answered only the parts about bills, furniture, or mail. I ignored the rest. Soon I can block her. Alina messaged one more time to say she and Ethan broke up. I told her to take care. We didn't trade stories. There was nothing helpful to say. Closure for me was simple. I deleted the folder with screenshots and notes. I stopped checking their social media. I ran past the old block without changing my route. I'm not fully okay. There's no switch I can flip and be suddenly okay. There's still days I mope about, do nothing but stare into the wall for hours, but those days are receding. When my brain tries to do the old late-night checks, I tell myself the same thing every time. The door is shut, the room is mine, nobody is sneaking out. Then I go back to sleep. Story 2, I'm 34 male. My wife, 32F, was cheating with a married guy from her gym. I found out because she left her Apple Watch on the charger and a text popped up. He's asleep? Call? I checked the thread, then phone records. Late night calls, daytime meetups, a hotel near his office. I took screenshots, sat with it for a day, then decided I wasn't living like this. I confronted her first. She denied, then cried, then said it was complicated, and she deserved to feel alive. I said, "You're married. So is he." She told me not to blow up 2 families. That decided it. I found his wife on Facebook. I messaged dates, times, screenshots, 1 hotel invoice. I apologized for the pain, but told her she deserved the truth. She replied within an hour. Thank you. I had a feeling she asked for a call. Our timelines matched. Turned out she was pregnant too. 2 days later was my wife's birthday weekend. The married guy chose his spouse. He cut off my wife by text. I need to fix my marriage. Don't contact me. She showed up at home with mascara on her dress and said, he dumped me. I said, you had a husband. You still do, for now I sent her to the spare room. The rest happened fast. His wife told him to block my wife, hand over passwords, and start counseling. I served my wife divorce papers the following week. The house is in my name. I bought it before we married. And our prenup is clear. She's moving out at the end of the month. She cried and said I was ruining her life. I said, you made your choices. I'm making mine. Her friend group found out because I told one of their husbands that I had spoken to a few times before. 2 of them messaged me to say they were sorry for backing her up when she called me controlling. Now the group chat is ice. No birthday dinner, no girls' night invites. She's quietly breaking down. I'm doing the boring work, splitting bills, changing beneficiaries, opening bank accounts, etc. It hurts. My entire life has been upended, but it's also simple. I'll heal. She can figure out her own mess without me.